Hey guys, so I wanted to test out to see if the Ring camera can actually record a license plate. This is really important, obviously, because in order to catch someone, especially if they're driving up in your neighborhood or stealing a package or something, you need to be able to see their license plate or identify their face. The important thing is that you get a crisp shot. So something to keep in mind is that most security cameras, if you have them angled or if you have them positioned at a spot that's good for surveying your house or the general area, it's usually not close enough to a car to actually capture the license plate. Now this goes for most security cameras. This is not just a limitation of the Ring. Any 1080p camera, you really have to get pretty close to a vehicle in order for the camera to be able to capture the license plate. The question though is, can a Ring camera actually capture a license plate? So let's do some testing. All right, so it's nighttime in my neighborhood, as you can see. This is the Ring camera. The spotlight is off. It's just night vision right now. And you can see that the reflective material of the license plate is really messing with the night vision. You can't see it. Now I'm going to turn on the spotlight and look at what happens next. You can see that again, because the light of the spotlight is so bright, it's causing a lot of reflection with the license plate and you just can't see anything. This would not be helpful to identify the vehicle in your neighborhood. And if you notice, when the spotlight is on, in this case, the night vision actually turns off and you can see in color. I guess there's enough light here that the camera feels comfortable turning night vision off, but you just still can't see the license plate. But wait, if you were paying attention, you might have noticed something. Did you see that? When I turned the camera's light on, there's a brief moment where the camera isn't overexposed. This means that the camera is capable of recording the license plate, but the software settings that control the level of exposure and focus seem to not be optimized for capturing a license plate. Now watch what happens when I turn the light off. You'll see that for a brief moment, the night vision turns on while the light is still off, and the night vision mode is also able to capture the license plate number until it quickly readjusts to some other settings that Ring has predetermined. So this means that the Ring camera is capable of capturing a license plate both during the daytime and at night, right? Because we tested the light on. I mean, that could also mean you've got daylight where there's no night vision, you can see perfectly in color and the license plate worked. Or you can be at night, have no light on, and the night vision mode can capture the license plate as well. The problem is that the software settings for the camera are configured so that it's not optimized to see a license plate. You can see it for a brief moment, you can see it, and then the camera readjusts to some different exposure setting. So Ring, can you please fix this or allow us to choose a different setting, maybe specifically for capturing license plates? Or there's got to be something that you can do to make this work as a viable way to catch a criminal if we happen to see their car driving by. Because right now, the Ring camera may be able to capture the event, and it's great. I can show it to my friends. Oh shoot, something was stolen. Haha, this is how it happened. But it won't do any good to actually give the police some information they can use to identify who did it. So let's look at one other thing. This might be a temporary workaround, but slightly not as ideal. So what I'm trying to do here is turn the spotlight on so that the camera thinks that there's enough light that it stays in normal colored mode, but then cover up the spotlight so that it doesn't shine on the license plate, because when the light shines on the license plate, it causes a massive reflection, and that's when the camera becomes overexposed. So when I use my fingers to cover the spotlights, it seems like there's enough light reflecting off of my fingers back into the camera that it thinks it's daytime, and so it stays in colored mode, but there's not any light shining on the license plate to the point where it's reflecting really badly. So it seems like as a temporary workaround, one could theoretically cover up the spotlight with some I don't know, some adhesive material, and it could work. But the problem is if you're trying to leave your camera in an inconspicuous location where you want the light off at all times, and you don't want the light to turn on every time a car drives by, this is not going to work as a viable solution because some of the light still has to seep through so the camera sees it. So whoever's driving by will also see some light coming from your camera. All right, so in summary, the camera can capture a license plate, but the software is not optimized to do so. So out of the box, this camera is not going to capture a license plate at night. Maybe during the daytime, but certainly not at night. So Ring, can you please fix this? Give us an option to either have a license plate setting or just optimize the software in a way that it can focus better. In the meantime, I'm not sure if this is really going to be able to catch a burglar or rather someone that drives by in a car. So if you guys have any other suggestions, or maybe you found a different workaround or a setting that I'm not aware of, please let me know. But until then, I'm either going to try the workaround and put some material here, or maybe this isn't the right option. But I want it to be the right option. I'll post an update if I find anything new. Thanks.